Jabba Tears podcast. Woo. Yo, turn my mic up. We about to be lit today.
Let's go. Man, that intro was fire.
From the HR. Woo.
Who recorded that?
Monteez. He does a podcast called Swerve City with
it was.
Hold on, turn this up.
Turn
this up.
Turn
this up.
Let's go.
Yo, turn this up.
Let's go.
It's your boy Sir Wilkins here. I got the 2020 podcast in the building. Hey.
Yo, I haven't heard this. Oh,
this is one of my favorite songs. This is
nigga.
Queens. Queens in the building.
Here, baby.
Jackson here.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, fuck it. I'm hyped now, baby. I'm hyped. I feel like
you found him. We found him. We found 2020 podcast.
You found Darius Carter?
He was in the hole. Play this. We are here, ladies and gentlemen.
We're here, baby. Oh, shit.
That's the stuff.
What? Oh, man. Yo, he came off hard, though.
Come on, let the verse play.
Light a candle. Around the English Channel. Neptune, you got a cocker spaniel.
We here. We here.
And where I go, yo, niggas can't even come now.
Yo,
You
shout
ain't
to
the law,
Cocker
nigga,
Spaniel.
break it. I don't care. And when you get caught, remember that. I don't care. N-R-E, love throughout the atmosphere. That mean now we on the run. Yo, if that ain't clear, weak niggas wanna snitch. Yo, but that ain't fair. Yo, we down in Vegas. But these guys too courageous. I know I'm on the run, but still rip stages. They call me Animal Dog when I'm in cages. I used to move phrases, roll dice with no aces. Now I live secluded in the oasis. Gotta take spaces, no time for car races.
I like
Check my
this.
sky, tell I got foul pages. What?
That was a surprise right there. That was a surprise.
You hit Louisiana, then Atlanta, Indiana. Forget a city slicker, got country grammar. And yo, we going places where my sound stand ain't tough. So when I say I ain't Oreo, it ain't that rough. I leave you Jake in my face, asking all this stuff. I gotta keep my mouth shut and don't say what. But yo, it's hard to.
Oh. You gonna run that back?
Oh, we run it back. My brother just came. We running it
We
back.
running it back?
We running it back. Facebook didn't see this shit.
Hold on. Let me get the phone. Hold on. Hello? Jackson here. Yeah.
What?
You found Manuel Noriega? In the Philippines? He has a mansion? Okay. We're on it right now. Bye.
We playing it back. My brother's here. Take a seat, bro. Take a seat. It's gonna be hot in here. It's gonna be hot. We in the booth.
Hey yo, we light a candle, run laps around the English Channel. Neptunes, I got a cocker spaniel. We on the run now, you know it ain't no fun now. And where I go, yo, niggas
Yo,
even come
yo,
out. You ain't the Lord,
yo.
you ain't it.
This shit got me hyped.
But when you
Let's
get
go,
caught,
baby.
remember
Let's
that.
go.
Let's go.
All right, we can turn this off right now. We can turn it off right now. The team, we're all here. Ladies and gentlemen, I ran that back like twice because my brother just walked into the building. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Sir Wilkins of the Jabba Tears podcast. This is the first episode of the new season 6 to be exact. But it's 2020, and we got 2020 vision, and we also got the 2020 podcast guest in the building.
I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2020 podcast is in the building. These guys are fucking phenomenal. These guys are for the culture in so many ways. Hip-hop culture, wrestling culture, people of color culture. They are everything. These guys are here, and they're our guests tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, introduce yourselves. Plug whatever you got to plug real quick, because we're here. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to talk some shit.
Definitely.
And they drinking some beers. I drank the Monster, and I'm hype. My brother's probably high as fuck right now.
Let's
but
go.
it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, 2020 podcast.
Yes. I am Nathan McFly from the 20 by 20 podcast. And I'm over here with my boy.
It's your nigga Woodrow, man. Shout out to the nation of domination.
Hey, there we go. And like he said, it's 2020. 2020's here.
Out here.
We out here, baby.
Shit.
Let's go. Let's get this rolling. What's going on, family?
First of all, how was y'all New Year's?
Oh, shit was great, bro.
Before that, man, I just want to shout out to Janelle, man.
She's in New Orleans.
I see her over there turning up.
She's living her life right
Living
now.
her fucking best life. We out here in New York freezing. She in fucking New Orleans just doing it up, man. Shout to her.
Definitely, man.
But, yeah, 2020 starting off good for the 2020. It's good connecting with the Jobbeteers.
Always,
Black
always.
excellence at its finest.
Thank you.
We out here, man. It's a
Definitely,
good look.
this family over here. It feels good, man. It feels normal. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
bro,
Like,
honestly, do you remember the first time it was there was a show at Melrose Ballroom? We had just started, like us.
Yeah.
on this
yeah.
side.
It was an impact show.
It was an impact show.
Yeah.
Yo, deadass. I was on our IG page. We were probably following like 13 people. Had like 6 followers at the time. I'm looking for like black. Cause everything related to wrestling had a neck beard. look nasty on the mic. It's like, my name is Ryan. I'm like, yo, where's the folks? Like, where the people's at?
Yeah, what
Seen
the brothers that
Jobbeteers.
look like us?
Seen Jobbeteers. I was like, that's what's up. Follow, right? Went to that show. I seen Sir Wilkins. We coming in. He's like in the cut talking to somebody. And I went up to him. I was like, yo, what's up, man? Keep doing your thing. He was like, all right, that's what's up. Anyway, right back to this conversation, I was like, all right, that's good. And then, like, to go like a year and some change later,
Look at his head, man.
that's what's up, man.
What we being mad ignorant that night? I think y'all
No, we was all ignorant that night.
We were being mad because I remember I was like, because I remember you did that and I was like, all right, cool. Because you didn't introduce yourself. You just said, dude, keep doing your thing. I was like, all right, cool.
Nah, yeah, I'm not that type. I'm
He ain't
real,
even know
like,
what to say. He ain't even know
I'm
what to
real.
say.
But the thing, I didn't even know how to react to it. And that's always how I've been. Like, all right, cool. What else? I said, he give me nothing else.
I just kept it moving though, because I had done the
moving.
same. But I want to acknowledge, like, yo, keep doing your thing,
And
man. I
then
appreciate it.
we were talking mad shit. Like,
Yeah,
throughout
we came up with chants like out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I was like, I like these niggas. I don't even know who they are, but I like these niggas.
Right, I remember. Do you remember that? You was twisted after that show.
Of course I was. But I remember because you guys were there with the skinny Dominican cat.
Calvin.
Yeah, and
That's
I was
my
over
guy.
there doing chants with him. And he's like, oh, pero dime loco, oh. And I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm about that, bro. We from the same island, baby.
He's pretty creative with his chants.
Yeah,
like, very
yeah,
creative.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
wow.
it was good. It was good.
great. And then after that, it was you guys had the Survivor Series panel that we were on for y'all at Legends, and from there, you know, it was just whole family from there.
It's crazy because, like, all of us grew up on wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you would think there would be more podcasts that look like us,
Nah.
but there isn't. And don't get me wrong, the ones that don't look like us are fucking good. Some of them
Yeah.
be fucking fire.
No, definitely, definitely.
But it's like sometimes I'm like, yo, but you ain't speaking my language.
I fuck with Ryan or Bill, John, Jack.
Rosenberg.
You guys is great.
Goldberg, whatever his last.
But I need this, man. I need the my nigga, I need that.
But you
I
have
need
to
that.
understand, though, like, I'm not surprised that it's like that, if you really think about it,
yeah.
because that's the industry standard. Like, they kind of create the industry.
Okay.
And they kind of popularize it. So they can say what they have to say, though, but we live in an era where, like, there's no middleman no more. It's direct
Right.
to consumer.
Yes.
You understand?
Definitely,
That's why I
definitely.
tell people, like, yo, stop saying I got to wait for this opportunity. Just create your opportunity, you know?
Yeah, just go and do it.
Right. I mean, they create the image that we have in wrestling, so they try to create our image in podcasting world, you know? Like, they told us that we too black, we too New York, you know, we reference weed too many times, this, that, and third.
Oh,
like,
man.
all of this stuff, and I'm looking like, all right, that's what's up. But I
about-
know that your man's want to smoke with me,
Yeah.
so we're going to talk. Like, you know how weird it is? When I watch AEW, I'm like, that's smoking half the roster, son. Jesus Christ. Like,
There you go.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you can relate to that
Exactly.
with other fans out there.
Exactly.
Just watching it. They're like, oh, but yo, this guy's talking what I want to hear.
Tyler Perry.
And how I want to hear
And
it.
Tyler Perry.
Exactly.
You have to
Exactly.
understand, people like Tyler Perry, like we all kind of shun him, like, oh, this thing is annoying with his stuff. But really think about it, yo, he stuck to his guns. And then
Exactly.
when you watch his movies, the amount of people that he employed that is hot, you like, yo!
Yeah.
Like, come on, Dag's Little Girl, classic. Look how many people he employed right now that doing what they're not
Yo,
doing in
my
Hollywood.
girl play that movie like once a month. I'm like, yo, I am done.
But you see
Done
the
with
classics
this
though,
shit.
right?
Yeah,
Every
but
person
it
that
must
had a
be a
good
classic,
role,
'cause-
every person who had a good role in it, they're either doing something in television or in Hollywood. I mean, they all
No,
doing something
definitely,
hard.
definitely.
And then heavy rotation with the same black people, so
Yes.
doing something right.
Yes.
Dang.
Yo, that's some. We got real deep. That's how we potting
Yo,
right now.
easy
We got
right
real
there.
deep. Nah. How was y'all New Year's though? What y'all do
No,
for
the
New
New
Year's?
Year's was good. You know, kept it with
Someone's
the fam.
married over here. Okay.
You know,
I see
kept
you.
it with yeah. You know, got married in November. You know, kept it with the fam, kept it with the
New
wife.
decade, new you. Okay.
You already, you already know. You know what I'm saying? So, it was good. It was good. It was the first New Year being married,
Okay.
Okay.
and
How does that feel though?
Achievement
being
unlocked.
to be honest, it feels exactly
Yeah,
the
we
same.
like
I'm just,
achievements.
it's just fucking hardware, bro.
Okay.
That's all that shit is.
Okay.
Yo,
You know what I'm
wifey's
saying?
listening to this right now, like, sounds good.
I told her
Cut it
that.
later. You about to
And
say cut
yo,
it later.
Hardware, okay.
That's how you laugh like,
Nah.
I know this is black. I know. Good looks, my nigga. Good looks.
But nah, cause like, you know, sometimes like if I forget, she's like, yo, you forgot your ring. I'm like, fuck. I said, yo, I don't wear jewelry. Like, what you want me to do?
Yeah. That.
You know, I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to get used
Nah,
to
I
it.
get you. I get you.
know?
What about you, bro?
I'm next, man.
Yeah, he next
Oh,
next
oh.
up. My
I'm
man's
next.
is next up.
October.
Oh, really?
October 25. Big things, man.
Oh, it's already set. The date
Big
is already.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Already set. We getting married in the hood. You know, we from Flushing, Queens, so we getting married in Flushing, Queens.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be,
We
it's gonna
doing
be
it.
epic. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't
we
wait.
doing it. We doing it.
Before we get started, we got a couple big announcements. If you haven't heard yet, the Jobbeteers brand is putting on our own wrestling show
I know.
with collaboration with our partners and our good friends, Battle Club Pro. It will be July 4th. We'll be saying this day over and over again. 2 matches that have been announced have been my match versus Simon Miller of What Culture. I'm trying to beat this motherfucker's ass.
Word?
What culture?
Yo, listen, he got lucky. He got lucky during the Bullet Club block party, bro. Haku was coming for that ass, B.
Oh,
I
that was
there.
Son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
Haku was coming for that ass.
That was not
bro.
a work.
Nah.
That was not a work.
Nah. Also, our main event will be Tasha Steelz versus Big Swole.
Nice.
So
Shout to that.
the main event is a big deal because there was a tweet going around for a little bit about what crazy things bookers have told wrestlers.
Yeah.
So the whole thread came up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And one girl came and she was like, yo, one thing a booker told me was that 2 women of color could never main event a show and it be a draw. That's basically what she said for the most part.
Wow.
So Faye Jackson retweeted and was like, yo, there's a lot of shit that women of color go through within the business. So we were sitting on this match for a minute. And when we saw that, we was like, we got to announce this shit. We got to announce it. And there's been a lot of, like, love behind it.
Oh, definitely.
Black Wrestling Alliance posted about it. Cedric Alexander retweeted it.
Wow.
So people are, like, really behind it. That's something that we're really proud of.
Yeah.
Because a Puerto Rican chick, a black girl from the South, like,
Not
they're
even
about
like a
to,
light skinned Puerto Rican, a dark skinned Puerto Rican.
like, they're about
Latina
to do their thing.
And a dark skinned male. I mean, female.
They're about to do their thing, and it's a beautiful thing. Also, we got another announcement. Might as well say it on the podcast. You know a little bit about it. March 22nd, we're doing a brunch and day party.
Oh, that's y'all?
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I was going through Eventbrite just to see what indie shows are around because I go through Eventbrite just to look for that shit.
Yeah.
And I see some shit. I'm like, yo, there's a wrestling brunch. I was like, get the fuck out of here, word. I was like, this sounds like dope. This sounds some dope shit. Let me go tell the boys about it. Maybe we go. Now I'm definitely going.
So March 22nd, it's called Jackets and Belts. So if
Fire.
you got a wrestling jacket, throw it on. If you got a belt, throw it on. Bring your shorty too, because she can have a nice mimosa.
Nice.
We're slowly putting out details of it. We're gonna have a couple of we have a big sponsor, potential big sponsor for this event
Beautiful.
that we're working on right now. But the biggest dates that we got going on, besides WrestleMania, of course, and also we have our Royal Rumble viewing party at the end of the month.
Yes.
It's our 8th year anniversary doing viewing parties.
Wow.
Damn, 8 years. That's
Yeah, 8 years we've been doing viewing parties.
Yo,
so
man,
listen.
What were you doing 8 years ago? Nah, don't say.
nah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's 8 years for you.
Nah, it's 8 years. 8 years. It's 8 years in general though.
No,
but
it's
the
8
thing,
years for you. It's only been 2 years.
But the
for
thing-
us.
hold on.
No.
No,
Let
because-
the people know what happened. Let me take the real.
No,
story.
we don't have enough time. We don't have enough
I want to
time.
tell like the very condensed version of it, right? R.I.P. to Scotty, right? Scotty told him, I remember this. This is when we were living in Harlem, Spanish Harlem. He told them, you're going to be in the Vince McMahon of viewing parties. 8 years later, he is.
It is what it is. You know.
No! He's lying. Do not let him be modest about it. I remember that. I was like,
being humble.
Okay.
Nah,
exactly.
it's not a big deal. But the thing about it, the team, Janelle's been riding me for the fence since the beginning. She's been since I still got her email. First email she ever sent out to do it. My brother's been in, so it's a team thing, regardless.
Dope.
Even if I started it by myself and then now they're part of it heavy, it's still been a team thing since 8 years ago. I'm still giving the team the credit with me. We riding this out. So we're doing that end of the month. Everybody's invited, obviously, but it's the viewing party at the end of the month. March 22nd though is gonna be fire.
I can't
I'm
wait.
telling you, we got some things in the works, and it's one of those things where you ever heard that Drake line? I got the gangsters and the backpackers together.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a couple of bad bitches, gangsters, wrestling fans, and backpackers in one room for the March 22nd party.
Why not?
Yeah, because
Why not?
wrestling is so eclectic. So there's gonna be so many different types of people in that room, and we're working on hard to make sure that room is filled. And we have a DJ. It's gonna be great
The
food.
best of the best, you know.
I'm telling you, this is the event you can bring wifey to, and she'll be happy.
It's in Taj too, right?
It's at Taj.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
It's at Taj. It's at Taj
I'm
Lounge.
bringing on different.
that's fancy, huh?
I might have to bring the
Dope
Manito
bands.
Envy, bro.
So wear your wrestling jacket, bring your belt, bring your shorty. You might meet a shorty there, but it's one of those events where it's gonna be a good time. But July 4th is another one that we got in the works. The type of media coverage that we got working on for that one, son, is gonna be bananas. But
Only imagine.
let's get into this past weekend. Y'all already know New Japan Pro Wrestling, a 2-day event. Did y'all watch it? What did y'all think about it? For people who didn't know, somebody's a double champion.
And it took him 6 years to get this shit going.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it. What did y'all think about
Now,
the show in general?
The show in general was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Every time New Japan comes out with their Wrestle Kingdom show, you already know that regardless when you see it, if you're that type of fan that's going to wake up at 3 in the morning to watch the shit live or just watch the shit when you get out of work the next day, you already know that you're going to watch 5 hours of fire.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, something that New Japan always does, too many tag matches, too many 6-man tag matches. I'm not a fan of it too much because it looks like they just put an eclectic group of people or like, let's just put these guys there, let's see what happens.
Sure.
And then with those 2 nights, if they would have just meshed those 2 nights together without having the double belt, and I know the double belt it was a big meaning, but I feel like they could have been one night. Have somebody do double duty that night. It's been done before. They don't have to do a 40-minute championship match. They ain't got to be 40 minutes all the time. They could have did a fire 20-minute match.
So
You know what I'm saying?
there was about 20 matches between the 2 nights. 9 of them were tag team matches or some type of like six type of thing. You know what I mean? You're right. But the wrestling is so beautiful, bro. Like that Will Ospreay's match
Oh my God.
is one of those matches that you gotta like. So Will, like you said, I didn't even realize he is the Shawn Michaels of this time. Man.
Yeah.
He's
he is.
becoming a show. I used to say Adam Cole.
Adam Cole is getting there already. Adam Cole is number 1 in the PWI.
Yeah, but you right about Ospreay, bro.
Ospreay's getting into his Shawn Michaels bag, bro.
I actually enjoyed Moxley's match. That's one of the matches I went to go look at. I'm not a fan of Moxley. I've said on the podcast numerous times I wasn't a fan of Dean Ambrose. And a lot of people don't like the fact that I say this shit. But what about you guys? You guys, what do you guys think?
I mean, I wasn't waking up at 3 in the morning to watch it. But I did actually catch the Moxley match.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not a Dean Ambrose fan.
Okay.
But I fucks with Moxley for some reason.
Why?
He gives me like these early Stone Cold vibes. Like he just doesn't give a fuck. You know, I like the little back and forth he had with Jericho. But as far as what he did in New Japan, like, he was going in.
And
He was going in.
It feels different in New Japan. He looks happy, and I'm a big Lance Archer fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like what he was doing in the G1, this year for Lance Archer was probably the best year of his career. I love what he does. He's just such a fucking great heel. He'll go up to your kid, 6-year-old kid, and scream in his face and put a middle finger in his face and make that kid cry. That's what a heel's supposed to be doing.
Because people don't want heat nowadays.
And he loves it.
But
When he was tagging with Davey Boy Smith Jr., my man, them motherfuckers were making kids cry. They were smacking your bitch and then winning that tag team match and getting them belts.
Smacking your bitch.
smacking your bitch.
Shit.
And doing your Harlem Shake at your funeral.
Right, brick on my brick, baby.
Nato and Okada.
Oof.
Let's talk about that real
I
quick.
love Naito.
Yo,
Is it
Tetsuya
Naito or Nato?
Naito.
Naito. My bad, guys. I ain't
Look,
good at
listen.
Japanese shit.
All I'm saying is that this was 6 years in the making for Naito. This guy was so hated by New Japan audience that he wasn't getting no type of reaction from the crowd. He wasn't getting a boo. He wasn't getting a cheer. He was getting laughter. People were laughing at him when he was saying he was the number one person. At one point, he was that nigga in Japan. And then out of nowhere, it switched. People switched on him. And for him to go to Mexico, team up with La Sombra. If you don't know who La Sombra is, that's Andrade. Andrade gave that boy his swag, bro. Came back to New Japan and was a totally different person. When he came back to New Japan and he was just throwing that IC belt around, he ain't care. He was coming through with the IC belt looking like the hardcore belt.
You know what it is? And it's the pageantry. It's the Mexico has pageantry and charisma.
Yes.
Because y'all not talking really. It's this, the mask,
Yep.
the shit that you wearing. And when he came back, he started doing shit differently. Started move the way you walk to the ring, like you just said, and the way you and the gear you have on says so much shit. And then you are right. He starts, and then the thing, and then with the eye, all the shit you're doing is you're not saying a word.
Nope.
But you're showing who the fuck I am real quick.
And when he came back and he first got that mic, and the first thing he said, he's like, I don't have no alliance to New Japan Pro Wrestling. You guys never wanted me here. It's about los ingobernables, meaning the ungovernables. Like, he said it, like, yo, it's about us. I don't care about none of y'all. And you know what happened? All the thugs and the hoodlums in the street in Japan, they started rocking with this nigga. They're like, you know what? This is my motherfucker right here. This is my motherfucker right here.
But speaking of New Japan, Chris Jericho won.
Yes.
Kept his got his little title shit and keep it going. But he said something interesting. He said something about he wants a relationship between AEW and New Japan to happen.
Of course he does.
Okay. Talk about it.
Why wouldn't he?
Why should they?
Why shouldn't New Japan?
Why should Japan be like, yo, let's fuck with the AEW?
Honestly, in my opinion, they kind of need each other. I think if they got off their little ego, their little high horse, and they work together, that'll be a good look for both sides.
I don't know why people feel like they don't work together now, because they do.
Well,
Jericho's
to
over
a
there,
to a
and
certain
the tag
point.
champion is Chris Jericho.
But that's
Only
built
reason
in.
why that the connection's not fully there because it's issue between Kenny and the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go against your executives. The other words like, nah, I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
go against them. They say it's this way. I'm gonna ride with them to the end. But I won't let what they have affect the other time we have a good relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because easily New Japan could have been on some, nah, your people not winning over there. Jericho could have lost. No, they protected both of them. Still, they made them look strong. And still got the payoff they need with Moxley.
Yeah.
So everybody looked at it such a very micro sense of it, but it's a bigger picture. Your guys are still over there. Your top two guys are still over there. So only thing is different is like it may be password. The door is open, but it's not wide open because it's closed shut right behind each person that they mess with. So the relationship is there, but it'll take a while for it to be open door policy.
Yeah.
So it just seems like they fuck with Moxley more and fuck with Jericho, but they don't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Like it's not AEW as a company and New Japan as a company.
Yeah, I think it's more
coming
like that.
together. It's more like obviously you want that draw of Jericho, And why not bring that draw of Moxley if Moxley wants to be there because he said he wanted to go.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's the thing. Like those two, they wanted that in their contracts when they went to AEW. Like, yo, we want to be able to go over there and still do our thing over there. Like Moxley wanted to still be able to do Elks Lodge. You know what I mean? Like he just wants to wrestle. If it was up to him, I bet you he'll be at GCW one day.
You're
doing
right.
a death match.
You're right. You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they need each other
Oh, definitely.
because New Japan is pure wrestling.
Yeah.
It's that purity of like that storytelling, the way a match is supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to move. This how you think. Like my boy went to a show in New Japan once, and he told me it was like going to the opera. Nobody says a word. The crowd doesn't get involved in it. They clap for a good bump. They'll clap for, and AEW's been a mess, bro.
Yeah.
Lately,
It's like they've been freestyling.
yeah, it's like there's no structure and shit that they're doing.
Right.
Like word on the street is that fucking Jericho had a meeting with the tag team division. Like y'all gotta fix this shit. This is not tag team.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the guys who booked the matches are doing back there, but it's not looking like.
I don't even think they have bookers because from what they're saying, they don't even have writers. They let basically the talent do what they do with their own gimmicks and their own stories. But the thing that's wrong with that is that like you can't do that because what if they don't mesh and they don't like what they're about to do?
Yeah.
It's gonna show in the ring. You need somebody there. Like they have great wrestling minds with them there, which is crazy. Like you got, like you say, Red Dust. You got Dustin over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, your nicknames, bro. Your nicknames.
Shout out to Samuel Mysterio.
Samuel Mysterio. But yo, like you got him. You got Arn over there. You got JR. JR was one of the focal points of the Attitude Era, which was basically the best era in wrestling.
Yeah.
If you think about it at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got all these great minds. D. Malenko knows how to fucking book a match.
Yeah, but the thing about it, you have a lot of young guys there. Y'all forget they scooped up a bunch of indie young talents. Like, and I'm not going to say it like, yo, because I wrestle too now. I'm learning how to wrestle and all that shit. I'm not going to say I know everything, but you got to understand it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes, like you said, like a big brother coming like, nah, don't do that. Do this. This is how you do your comeback in your match. This is how you do your cutoff and there's all this different shit. And it takes experience. You gotta have experience in your ear. And if they don't have bookers, that shit is trash, bro.
Yeah,
that shit is trash. So they need, to go back to my point, they kind of need New Japan to come in there and be like, yo, this is how shit's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you get that AEW rub because at the end of the day, AEW fans are go-hards. Like the true AEW fans, they think it's the greatest thing ever because it's against WWE. So
I can't say nothing on Twitter.
So if you got that little bit of like those rabid fans, and now they kind of clinch on to New Japan even more. A lot of them are New Japan fans, but still, bring them over here. Bring them over here, and then work something out. Storylines wise, work something out. And I think that would be good. I think that would be good for the culture.
How I feel about AEW, like I said before, it hasn't even been around for more than 6 months.
No,
so
definitely not.
How I see it as, a lot of these dudes literally just came off the indies. You know, look at Marco Stunt. He said, I've never been attacked to me before. I always wrestled girls. I always been in single matches. Boom. He said, all I knew in the indies is you just get your stuff in, and that's it. Nobody taught me how to tell a story. So a lot of these guys are making their transition into fighting in front of the crowd, fighting in front of the hard cam, fighting like a similar style that fits them, but yet still able to sell the product as distinct from WWE.
Yeah.
Now, there's no like training grounds. You understand? There's no like NXT. There's no Ohio. A lot of these guys go to the original indie schools. So if they're learning different versions of the same thing, it's kind of always going to clash in the ring. So this is why I always say AEW have to have a style that is, this is the AEW style. If you remember Lucha Underground, it had a Lucha style.
Yeah.
Remember Impact has a Impact style. all these wrestlers, you could tell by the wrestling, by the certain style that they run, they have culture. Now, AEW has a culture, but it's more in the beginning of a culture where, like, when you first start something, you got to find different stuff that works and don't work.
They're looking for what's there.
Exactly. So when everybody being so critical and criticizing them, oh, da-da-da-da, oh, this, that, I'm looking like, yo, but they're doing a lot of things right, such as if you go on YouTube and follow these stuff, there's promos like, dang, these are some great promo packages. They do that right. At AEW Dark, you have to experience certain stuff you would never experience on Wednesday nights, like Goldust and Sunny Kids tag teaming. A lot of people didn't see that, you know?
Yeah.
That you saw like a coverage on Big Swole. You won't see that on regular AEW Dynamite. It's now, like I said before, it got to find the culture, and the culture is getting there.
But like they have that footage, right? And a lot of stuff that they do online, especially with their BT, like that's like their focal point from what I see for them to push the new people they got going. But I feel like a lot of stuff they got on there should be shown on the TV network.
Exactly. What do you think, Brose?
No, yeah, I agree. Like I'm not watching the BTS stuff, or I'm not, because I just don't catch it, or I don't follow their fucking YouTube channel, so shit goes over my head. I miss it, and he'll put me on like, "Yo, did you see this?" And I'll be like, "Damn, where the hell did you see that? Where'd you catch that?" So
You got to go digging.
put that on TV.
It's not for the casual fan yet.
And the thing is, I want them to succeed.
Oh,
And-
definitely.
Because it opens up the door for, like, I have friends who are putting their bodies on the line for this shit.
Yep.
Every fucking day. Like, every time you take a bump, scientifically, it's like you're in a mini car crash. That's how severe a bump, just a regular back bump on the mat is. So I got boys doing this shit every fucking day, trying to do something. And I want this company to get big, get strong. So put money in my brothers and sisters' pockets. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, but you see in this, and then sometimes us as podcasters are a little critical. They only did 1 year so far.
Not even a year.
Not even a year.
Not even a year.
Yeah, so we kind of got to give them a little bit of leeway.
I've
But
been saying that.
but the thing about it is also what goes back to what you said and what you were saying. They got the wrestling minds there.
You just gotta use them.
Y'all got to start using them, and then
That's it.
put a structure. And they want to stay away from the structure so much. They want to be like, yo, free. Nah, you need a little structure.
But I feel like that's what they're doing coming into this new year. As you can see, they got like the backstage promos now.
Yeah.
They got stories trying to come together little by little, like, you know, with Joey Janela and then Kip Sabian.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, and it gets the fan intrigued. Not only like the real hardcore wrestling fan, but just the casual person is just gonna turn into it.
But I don't want them. I want them to do this shit now, because you know what's gonna happen? People gonna start turning away as faster than you. Because people don't like waiting for shit.
I don't even know if they're gonna turn away because they almost had 1 million viewers this past Wednesday.
Yeah, they did.
They had like a little over 900,000.
What did NXT do?
700.
Yeah, NXT
700.
did about 700, but it's all right.
NXT I don't think they even care.
I mean, you have to
no.
understand, AEW this week was trash, but that was one of the worst episodes. But it happens. So
of course, it's not gonna be great every week. You know what I'm saying?
I think the difference between wrestling fans is when you accept the fact that it's a show.
Yeah.
And not every episode is going to make sense to the bigger plot. Sometimes you got to wait till next week, the week after, like when you watch shows such as The Flash, right?
Okay.
Like, yo, who's the reason we first Flash, nigga, B? Dang. At the end of the season, you go, wow, son. It was this nigga, Dr. Dorm? It was him all along? Because to find out, it wasn't really him. He was matching someone else, Dr. Wells. Dang.
Yeah.
Smart. You
Yeah.
see the bigger picture. That's why I tell people, like, stop watching wrestling as a real athletic thing. You can't. Don't you notice that
Entertainment.
every professional athlete always try to put storylines within their sports? Shaq versus Kobe. The media make a fake storyline, make all that promo package. You know, the Knicks versus the Heat back in the day, little promo package, promoting it. Now, the 20 for 20 come out in June, the Bulls can get all these exclusive clips to create a storyline.
Yeah.
Wrestling is trying so hard to be like everyone and everything else that it's losing its craft of telling that story.
That's a good point. Go ahead, bro.
No, for sure. But I also think everybody's so super critical of AEW is because they have so much potential to be great.
Word.
They have
son.
so much great talent there.
They just wanted to be great
Right?
from
it's
the beginning.
like,
But
yo,
it's good though. But it's different if you seeing someone's talent and actually letting them you actually believe in their talent.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say, I see the potential, but are you gonna sit down and wait and watch bad episodes? Are you gonna sit down and wait and actually go to extra miles going on YouTube to give up that views?
well, I'll give you an example. Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
On our last week, I was saying Kenny Omega is basically a mid-carder right now.
Yeah.
There's really no way to who he's fighting mid-carders. They're putting him in random tag team matches. And we're talking about fucking Kenny Omega. We're talking about the dude that was really literally running New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They bring him to AEW. We think like, yo, this dude being in AEW, this nigga's gonna blow up. This nigga's gonna be the next one. And they turn him into a mid-carder. Now, I don't know if it's due to the structure. I don't know what's the reasoning behind it, but it's situations like that that makes fans super critical because it's like, damn, when this shit was starting off, it had so much momentum that it had everybody riding with him. They was doing these shows selling out in 2 minutes, 15,000 seats in 2 minutes. But now it's like, all right, now what? Give us more. What else you got for us? And they not really, unfortunately, it's not.
I think they're gonna have something coming for this new year. Like the way they moving now,
I'm
I feel
hoping.
like, and it's their first time telling like real stories right
but
now.
I kind of see what the whole Kenny Omega situation is just like. He probably chosen to be like that. Like, nah, let me just take this few time, take a back, see if everyone else make everyone else look good. Because at the end of the day, I can always bounce back.
He said something like that like recently because they asked him about it in some like interviews, and he kind of said like, "Yo, my time's gonna come. Let's relax."
Exactly.
Because I think a lot of them are just like, I'm just gonna chill out for a little bit. Let these young, because it's a lot. Like I said before, it's a lot of young talent.
Yes.
And speaking of like new talent, supposedly NXT signed my girl Mercedes Martinez.
Which is crazy and a long time coming, man.
What do you guys think about it?
I love the signing. I mean, I don't know how much she got left, to be honest with you.
Yeah, she is on the older side. I think she's like 38, 39, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just surprised that AEW didn't sign her. The pop she got at that Rumble was great. I mean, she had I think she had a dark match, if I'm not mistaken. She had a tag team match with Swole.
Yeah, she
It
was.
was her and Swole and some I forgot against who. I can't remember at the moment, but I'm thinking like, oh man, I think she's gonna be with AEW. She's gonna do some things, and
I just say no.
yeah, WWE grabbed her up, which I love because she was part of the Mae Young Classic as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I want to see her at least get a meaningful run. I don't want to see her to go over there to be a Mike Sharp, be like one of the be a enhancement talent. I don't want to see her doing that, but let's see what happens, man. I'm hoping the best for her.
So she did the Battle Royale for the casino one.
Yeah.
She appeared in a dark match. That's what she did. But she was in 2 Mae Young Classics.
Yes.
And she had the longest women's match of all time, a 75-minute Iron Man match.
Jesus.
No
Tessa
way.
Blanchard.
With Tessa?
Yeah,
Oh,
Tessa in
shout out to
2018.
Tessa. She about to make
It was
history.
Shimmer.
Okay.
So I like it because I've seen her wrestle numerous times on the independent circuit.
Yeah.
Battle Club Pro, shout out to Battle Club Pro, had her before. Shorty can work.
Yeah, she's good.
Shorty
man.
can
She's
work.
good.
And I saw her on one of those Vice specials.
Okay.
Yeah, she was on there. I think she's like a cop or something, like during the day as a shoot job. But it broke my heart, bro, watching that shit.
Yeah.
Because she's been in the business for so long
That's what
and
I'm
not
saying.
getting the look. Like, it's like
Almost 20 years she's been in, no?
you know that ball player that's in your neighborhood that should be in the league.
Yeah.
And you like, yo, why haven't you made it yet?
Or that rapper.
Exact. I was just about to say that. Like, matter of fact, it's even more of a rapper thing because you like, homie's nice. He got bars. He got the look. Why isn't somebody signed? And sometimes it's politics. And I always say this: any place where people are the currency,
Yeah.
there's politics involved. So much politics involved. And maybe that was the biggest thing, or maybe the contract wasn't right at the time. But I would rather her go to NXT because I don't know if the contract's still the same. They pay for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
They pay for, like, NXT causes WWE money. Like they don't make. They might be turning a profit now, but for a while it wasn't. They weren't making money because NXT is developmental.
Yeah,
At
definitely.
one point.
At one point, that's how it was.
That's how it was. So you go there. They pay for your housing, or they give like some type of stipend or something. You eat for free. You work out for free. So you got a good look. You got a guaranteed contract, and you don't have to travel. So
Everything's right there in Florida.
Exactly. That Full Sail shit.
Yeah.
So I wake up in the morning, ride my bike to Full Sail, do my workouts, and and do a match. And I'd rather her be there because you're getting more like luxuries.
Yeah. She deserves all that.
Exactly. The only
She
thing that
deserves
AEW will be good for because the schedule is a lot less. She's put in so much work. And after watching that special, guys, like I was like, damn.
Like she deserves it.
Like,
if anybody deserves it, she does.
It was like who's like an older rapper? You're like, yo, why haven't they blown up yet? Come on, guys.
Yo, dude, that's how we used to talk about with Sean Price.
Oh,
Well, I mean, Sean Price is
No, he's fired, but I'm just saying.
But I mean, like, let's think of like
rest in peace.
like
Yeah,
Papoose.
Papoose.
Oh yeah, facts.
Some Papoose, super nice, super lyrical, very well respected when
Yeah.
it comes to his craft, but never actually made it past to where he's at right now. You know, like his biggest claim to fame right now is being Remy Ma's husband.
yeah.
But it's still fucking Papoose, who's a fucking amazing lyrical
Well, that
beast.
That could be the same for everybody in Slaughterhouse.
Oh, not Joe.
No, don't disrespect Joe, bro. Oh, you talking about because he's like popping now?
Yeah.
On the pot, like
But he's not popping on a hip hop like
yeah, that's
No
true.
matter.
like
because
Joel Ortiz, bro.
Joe, well,
All right.
like yo,
That's
you
different. That's
that's
Well, I have personal.
I know.
Joel Ortiz, man. But I was a big Joel Ortiz fan. Went to go see him at SOB's live.
Oh man, just
He
fucked
showed love.
everything
He
up.
talked to us in front of the spot. Showed love. And niggas ran into him like at the mall. My son was like super Hollywood. I was like, never again.
I get you. Yeah, it's like that. I think she's on like even though you got the beef with Joel, she's like a Joel Ortiz. Or when you know what it is. I love the come up, but I hate when people gotta wait so long. So
Yeah, man. It's
you know what I mean. Like when you nice, like put them on. But I'm super happy for her. Like
No,
I'm super
definitely,
happy for her, and it's
definitely.
on her like I feel like it was watching that documentary. After seeing her wrestle, because I know Shorty know how to work, but I didn't know how long she's been doing this shit for. So I was
Yeah,
like,
she's been
damn,
doing it
finally
for a
she got
while,
she got the just due respect and shit. But like
Yo, but sometimes, man, you're good enough to be in the circle. You're good enough, to be like in that situation, but you're not doing anything to put you over, right?
that's a good point.
And this
Talk about
and
it.
This is something we was talking about before. We was talking about this with Gable, where it's like these wrestlers, there's something about them that's putting them. They're dope. They're dope wrestlers, right? Dope wrestler. But what else are you getting? How are you trying to connect with the fans? What are you giving them? What is it that you're doing that is actually making you like really connect with them? Because it's not only about wrestling. It's like, how else are you connecting with these people?
The greatest example of a person who connected to the fans on every level was Zack Ryder. He's the biggest disappointment in the last decade.
Our brother loves Zack Ryder.
So-
Yo, but you got it. Yo, the
Loves
hustle.
Right.
Zack
The
Ryder.
hustle of Zack Ryder, though.
So you gotta respect that. Just like Art Anderson said it on his show, he was just like Zack Ryder is one of those guys who put on his hard hat every single day, and then he just get overlooked because he don't speak up.
So so my question is, so does Zack Ryder have like a saying? Does he have like a
He don't speak
slogan?
up. He just like Zack Ryder has woo woo. He had a song like on the top charts. Like yo, he had like a YouTube page. Like all his man got put on. His man ended up being on Impact. Tried out. His dad got popping. So yo, son.
But yo,
The thing about he's stating all facts right now.
Son,
yo,
he's
son,
stating all
he went to
facts.
New
he
York.
had one of the best WrestleMania
Exactly.
moments I ever
Exactly.
seen.
Years
bro.
after, like he lost his IC title, people cheered for him. On the fact that he was even on the card, The Rock was out. People was cheering him on Long Island. Ryder. People was leaving the arena, shouting Ryder. Ryder had the whole package.
Cena did him dirty.
But at some point, what I'm realizing, Cena probably did him dirty. But at the end of the day, you gotta show your nuts. And I felt that was his lesson in life to become that man he's supposed to be. But he took it the different route. Was just like, I'm just gonna back down from the situation. That's what I had to realize about him, because him and Kirk Hawkins, they we get all these toys, They just right here.
Another fly on the wall.
And Kirk Hawkins was a beast in the Indies, but it just shows you that when you get comfortable with all the perks you get from WWE, all the toys and stuff like that, you don't see the bigger picture.
Nope.
Now, let's compare to somebody like the New Day. Big E understand that, as of right now, I'm good. Because eventually I'm going to get my push somewhere and somewhere out. And every minute you're on screen, you take advantage of what you're doing on screen.
I don't
You
like
capitalize
what
that.
he's doing. He's like a nasty man with these thigh moves and like
Of course.
too much wiggle.
All that gyration.
But hey, we'll talk about it now. Even sometimes you don't have to be the most meanest person, but you got to stay your ground. It's like, hey, man, I ain't playing that. Simple.
And
Zack Ryder does not do that enough. A lot of people don't do that enough.
It's like you say, like homie went to Japan, NATO, right?
Yeah.
Comes back.
No, he went to Mexico.
Mexico. I'm
back.
sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Went to Mexico. I apologize. Went to Mexico, stepped up his game, and became better.
See?
So, and that's how a lot of it is. Like some people are comfortable. There's a couple people like I forgot whose book I read. There's a couple people that's in the industry when we interviewed Shad, he came on. He was just like, there's people who are just there for the check, people who want to be stars, and people who don't want to get in trouble.
Yep.
And some people just don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to rock the boat, and they don't care. And when it comes to the star thing, there's two types of stars. There's people who want to be superstars, and there's people who just want to work their art and be a star within their art of wrestling. Like Moxley wants to be a star within the art of wrestling. Then you have Cena. I'm trying to be the biggest motherfucker in the world when it comes to wrestling.
okay.
Right. And Zack Ryder did everything, but he ain't fight.
Yeah.
He didn't say like, "Yo, look, I am over." He like, cause the thing about you did everything else. Everything else, you got everything, but you ain't fight for the last bit.
Something I was listening to the Noongay podcast, and they talked about that when they finally went to Vince's office, and he told Vince, "Yo, make us heal." And Vince said, like, the one I think was Coffee was just like, I think he was challenger to see when we're gonna cave in and say how we want it our way. And the fact that they did that, he was like, all right, I listen to y'all because obviously what I'm doing is wrong, but the fact you came in and show your nuts out, F it, I'm gonna rock up with y'all. This, that, and third. Even the whole thing started, Xavier once said, if it doesn't work, you can fire me, Vince.
He did. It happened.
Look at that.
It happens.
You gotta show your nuts in this game.
And then
Jericho said it when Coffee challenged him in that airplane thing. Well, I think he wrestled him. He was like, yo, you see, the boss respects you. Because at the end of the day, Vince is the man at the end of the day. And when you are a man of authority, and you can put people in a position to win, you got to see that you're going to challenge my authority. Sometimes you look at it and say, yeah, you have to. Like, no, I believe in this. You wrong, you wrong. But at least Vince will appreciate you.
And it's just, and then also you got to move correctly within the politics.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
You got to move, and a lot of guys don't know how to do that shit.
You gotta know your lane, and you gotta know when to pop.
You got to know when to pop because Vince might give you that. Vince, no, we speaking on WWE. Vince might give you that chance.
Yeah.
But then you fuck it up because you pissed off John Cena.
Back of the line.
You pissed off this person. You got to learn how to move, and be hungry for it. And listen, everybody's chance will come in wrestling. Everybody has a moment. Yeah. That's my opinion. I believe everybody will have a moment, and you just got to run with it. Like Cedric Alexander. Let's talk about him real quick. He was in that Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
He fucking did his thing.
Dude. Yep. Fire.
To the point where the crowd was chanting his name like, yo, sign this dude.
Yo, they were chanting his name and wanting him to get signed. Triple H came out.
Yes.
And was like, oh, word, this is how strongly you feel about this guy? He's like, all right. He walked him to the back.
He's super nice.
And
love that dude.
But then the thing about it, next thing you know, Vince could be like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah.
But that's how wrestling is.
Yeah.
And it's just, you have your moment. You'll always have another moment. And let's talk about moments real quick.
All right.
The Miz main events in WrestleMania. And CM Punk is tight.
He's tight. He even said it on his own little documentary that he had on WWE.
Yeah. And recently, CM Punk came at The Miz again, basically told him to suck his dick. I'll pull up the exact quote.
Let's get that exact quote out.
Yeah, because that was nasty.
Because he brought up my point with bitches going to Dubai and all that.
Yeah.
Getting pissed on and all that. For like $200.
What?
Yeah.
$200. I get you.
What? What?
Turn the flyest shorty into a urinal for like $350.
All right, this is from Forbes. In a strange development found the Miz's January 7th appearance on WWE Backstage, analyst CM Punk sent out an extremely profane late-night tweet in response to what appeared to be a playful diss from the former WWE champion. Following a comment from The Miz about changing the culture, one that was retweeted by the WWE on Fox Twitter feed, Punk issued a surprisingly embittered response. A tweet criticized WWE's deal with Saudi Arabia, one which CM Punk referred to as blood money, only to instructing The Miz to perform an unspeakable act.
Damn.
And if I can get the exact... Where the fuck is this tweet?
That was
a
nasty quote.
After he said it, CM Punk said the exact quote is, "Go suck a blood money covered dick in Saudi Arabia, you fucking dork."
Damn.
Yeah, my phone is
And all he said was, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't change the culture."
All right, y'all. My phone is dying. Please go on Facebook. Watching this. See you guys later.
So, what do y'all think about that? All three of y'all. I want to know your opinion. And this is what we talked about. This is what we talked about. This is what we talked about.
Yeah.
About
Right.
people getting hot, and some people not getting hot. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But what are y'all thoughts?
All right. When I first seen that, the first image that came in my head was the Miz girl. Like, this nigga mad. Why are you mad at my son, bro? He's doing anything and everything he can to be number one. He said one little thing about you while you've been talking about this guy forever. And you went in like that? Don't act like you're not getting some of that Saudi money, bro. Fox ain't the only ones paying you. Some of that new money that WWE got ain't all Fox money. There's blood money as well in there, bro.
Supposedly Fox only pays them, but whatever.
Like us Dominicans say, Dike.
But let me ask you a question, though. Do you think, like, because CM Punk, since he came back, he's been, like, real rude, real reckless, like, just shitting on everybody, not holding nothing back. Just, like, if he's going to shit, he's going to shit, and he's going to shit hard.
Yeah.
Do you think this is all a shoot? Do you think it's something, like, this is, like, unscripted shit? Like, what do you think this is? Because he's going hard.
I don't trust wrestlers in general.
Like a dirty, bloody dick?
either.
Like, come on, dogs. You going in. Like, is
But
it that serious?
But he really has a problem with Miz.
No,
but
he
I
does.
think in some type of ways, I don't. You raising that point makes me think about it because you never know. This could be a work till next WrestleMania. This could be something that he might be trying to come because you keep seeing reports of Triple H is open to having AJ Lee and CM Punk come back to WWE. You keep seeing reports of Vince McMahon is okay if CM Punk comes back to WWE. I wouldn't be surprised.
Me neither.
And it'll be a great work too, but I hate if it's not a work to go back. Let's say if it's just a shoot and it's just him being CM Punk, that shit is whack. And I'll tell you why, because like you said, you've been throwing shots at him for years. You've been spicy because the Miz main events at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Super spicy. For good reason. I see your point of view, but bro, and I've said this before, CM Punk is one of the greatest mic people in the world. This motherfucker said to The Rock, your arms are too short to box with God. I will never forget that shit. That's one of the greatest lines I've ever seen a wrestler ever say. It's a rap line, but because Nas said it.
Yeah.
But still one of the greatest lines ever. That's for the fact that you said that. But your ring skills is subpar. I'm saying that shit right now. I think CM Punk is overrated in the ring. I've always said it. I said it publicly. I think he's overrated in the ring, but he's phenomenal on the mic. Now, to continue, WWE has lined your fucking pockets. Wrestling has lined your
Yup.
fucking pockets. The only reason why you're able to go to UFC and get a match right away,
It's
2 matches,
because you're CM Punk.
because you're CM Punk of WWE.
Yep.
Wrestling made you into a god. Like, people still chant your name. People love your fucking theme song. He needs to stop acting he's bigger than wrestling sometimes, son. And that's my issue with this dude. Like, yo, you're not bigger than wrestling. Wrestling made you. You were nothing before wrestling. You were indie darling. And then you come to WWE and you get over, which you did. Granted, you never main evented WrestleMania. You fought The Undertaker.
Yeah.
You fought the fucking Undertaker.
At
In a
WrestleMania.
very memorable feud. Bro, like,
That was the best WrestleMania match too.
yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I was there.
You've
for that.
done
It
that.
was fire.
You were one of the focal points for like 2 years in WWE. It was you and Cena.
Not for nothing though. Like the first, you could say almost the first 5 years of the last decade of the 2010s, he was that nigga.
Yes.
Right.
So
What's wrong
why
with
are you
you?
so bitter though?
Who raised you?
Like exactly who raised, like, why are you so bitter? And I get it. You didn't main event WrestleMania. The Miz made sense. It's money. Yes, Rock and Cena main evented. They took the title off of you. I get it. You can be mad, but why be bitter?
Exactly.
Why be bitter?
And he sounds bitter. Like
Yeah.
a dirty, bloody dick. I'm not over that. You invite any man to your dick.
That was like I like because like I watch WWE backstage. You know, like I actually watch it because it actually come on twice. It comes on the first time at 11. It comes on again 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
That's
get out of
something-
here. Now I know. Fuck.
Now I know.
Watch that shit on the wake up.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, that's why I watched. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great episode. He watched it. He didn't bury nobody. He was just talking as like, I want to be the best at it, this, that, and the third. He gave everyone props. CM Punk is just a bitter man. Like, he has not fit, like, I believe that he know who he is, but he doesn't have master who he is. Because he's still complaining about something that happened like years ago with him and this person. He does a lot of like shadiness to people, but it get covered up because he does one big great thing. You understand? Even compared to stuff in his run, after a while he didn't talk to nobody like that. Everybody, because he had a bitter taste against everyone's mouth, and certain people was allowed to be in the circle. But now, if you really think about it, you was playing politics too. At the end of the day, you was, because when people was in Punk's circle, you kind of got protected because Punk looked out for you in some type of way. So the same as like when you hate politics, you became a politician.
And I get it.
That was well said.
WWE works you to the core.
Right.
They fuck up your body.
Right.
Like, we were supposed to talk about this. Like, Kevin Nash was talking about, like, yo, he got his whole hip realigned and shit.
That's crazy.
Big Show was talking about he went through surgeries before he came back. We get it. Wrestling fucks up your body, and WWE works you to the core. But at the same time, bro, you paid off your best friend's house when he was losing his house.
Exactly.
You took the cash out your pocket and paid for that shit.
Where that cash come from?
WWE. Granted, maybe because we black and brown people, we got immigrant parents, and we about the bread. Maybe we thinking differently. But at the same time, some shit like that is like, yo, I get it, but leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it, you left, went to UFC, got your ass whooped twice,
Whooped.
came back, you're still able to do signings, charging whatever, like $35, $45 to take a picture with you.
You ain't putting. He's not putting his government on him, son.
Yeah. You out here. Then
He had to deal with Marvel at one point, writing comics.
you exactly. You are so popping that I know they're paying you a minimum to be on backstage.
Yep.
And you still act like the Miz hasn't main event at WrestleMania how long?
And his WrestleMania was
It's been like
considered
10
one
years.
of the
I think
worst.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
And his title reign was the worst compared to Yo. Like,
And
come on.
the thing is, after he lost his title, he was destroyed. The
Exactly.
Miz.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, nigga, you're bad. You gotta go.
Exactly.
So he got his whatever karma you want to say. He was humbled because he was.
No, definitely.
He
Because
was
he thought
hum-
he was the shit.
Yeah, he thought it was, and it's for good reason, because any one of us in this fucking room, when you're given something super fucking fast, it is so hard to appreciate it. You know, you got that bad bitch You go on one date with her, you fuck her the first night, and you're like, oh, it was that easy?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might not appreciate it because you got it, because you've been feeding for it, and you got it so quickly. Like, I'm a lovey-dovey nigga, so I might wife her because I'm that nigga, but but I'm just keeping you don't appreciate it. But he was humbled. He was given that karma, so leave a nigga alone. You know what I mean?
And you know what Miz did? He climbed right back to the top.
So that means he deserved where he's supposed to be.
But the difference how the Miz climbed up to the top from different that he climbed up before is let's create a sense of a biblical sense. He first time he grew up, and none of his fruits from his trees was very edible. It was very poisonous fruits. You know, he had a few here and there that he was to produce from it, the Alex Riley, but what he did with Daniel Bryan, but that was very far in between. But when you realize that he rebuilt back himself, he became a better fruit, having people prosper from his fruit tree, such as the B Team. He made them relevant.
Yeah, bro.
You're right. Like, he made a mixed tag between him and John Cena interesting. He carried that feud. The fact that he had vignettes making fun of John Cena, it was like, dang, this is good.
That shit was hilarious.
To this day, it's still hilarious. Some of the best work on SmackDown Live. Let's talk about how he elevated talking smack. When he came on there, it made it must-see TV. Everybody talked about the first, but the second time, it was still gold. The fact that he put his wife on to say, yo, let's get a show together, let's make this together, I see once you're relevant, boom, let's show document how our life is. And on top of that, he actually gave back. So he literally won the championship in one area of New York, got in the cab, went to another area, put his title, I was like, yo, I did this for y'all, because able to show you that, dang, y'all love me, y'all rocked with me, let's do this. How many times that he took nothing out of nothing? He made R-Truth more relevant. His run with him and R-Truth was doing that little thing together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Either in the time when everybody was getting buried by Cena. So when The Miz was able to master, that's a true example of mastering self. Once you master self, you get an overflow of a blessing where here's like basically telling the God, here's my cup, here's my overflow. With that overflow, I'm able to bless everyone else. And that's what he did.
And you got to give it up because...
Hold on one second. God damn, bro.
What?
That was fire, my nigga. Like, that whole breakdown. That was...
Nah, that's what he did. That's what he did. He improved himself. He improved himself. There was a story that he used to write his lines on his arm because he couldn't remember anything.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't remember his lines.
I didn't even hear that before. I never heard that before.
So he sucked at it. He sucked at remember his line because a lot of the promos are written out.
Yeah.
So he sucked at remembering it. And this is going back to what you're saying of how he improved himself. The Miz is that he started watching old videos of Tom Cruise movies.
Okay.
And started taking stuff from Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Like how he acted, how he moved in his movies. Like, yo, that's a star. That's a star. Wearing the suits and changing himself and improving himself. I'm all about self-improvement. I'm a personal trainer. So I'm always about like, yo, in any type of like physical or mental type of shit. And it's what you're talking about, that you realizing that you're not good and then you becoming good. Because he sucked. We all know he sucked.
He sucked.
He's amazing now. And CM Punk is a hater.
Yeah.
Like, you're a hater. It's like an ex-girlfriend that's still talking shit about you. And like, we haven't dated in like 10 years. I'm not the same dude that was dating when I was dating you.
Exactly.
I'm not that dude anymore.
Exactly.
So why are you still talking about me? But you're still talking shit to your ugly homegirls about, oh, he did this, and that. I don't cheat on girls anymore.
Yeah, well, he's still on now.
I'm a good dude. I'm living my life.
Look at Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan said in an interview like, yo, I hate The Miz, but I respect him. And because he respect him, he say that, yo, he got so much better in the ring. Everybody gives him a compliment. Everybody in the business had gave him the compliment like, yo, I respect this man. Why you the only one hating? Sorry, this moment, I ain't CM Punk fan. I was the biggest fan, but it just shows you that your lack of personal growth. The fact that he's still... WWE, that happened mad years ago, bro.
It's mad years ago.
The main event now, you could do that.
And
that's all the energy he's giving off,
Exactly,
though.
yeah,
So
he
because
does.
I was gonna ask, like, because I've heard about all the hate that he's giving out.
Yes.
But who's he showing love to? I think he only showed love to like a couple of female wrestlers, and that's it. Shitting on everybody.
Because he's not there and he wants to be there. He wants to be back in the ring. He's one of those people, and I'm not gonna say no names. There's people who did tryouts with him. He fucked them over in tryouts.
Wow.
I've heard stories about that.
Motherfucker, bro.
So I don't know how true they are, but I've heard stories of him fucking people over in tryouts to make himself look good. And that's not wrestling. Your opponent's supposed to look good because you're going to look good. Mm-hmm. And now you're saying, you said, who's he showing love to? Nobody, bro. Nobody. Because he's selfish. He's absolutely fucking selfish. And it's like you're being selfish because you're not the star. Everything he complains about is because he's not the focal point. Every single time you hear him complain is because he's not the focal point. But yet, you had a whole summer called the Summer of Punk. Yep. You had storylines revolved around you and the top babyface in the company. You had storylines surrounding you and Triple H. You had storylines around you, Triple H, and Kevin Nash. Bruh.
And yeah, you may not have main event in these pay-per-views. I get it.
He made event at SummerSlam.
He made SummerSlam, but all his matches that were main events or should have been main events were good. You understand? And he complained about Ryback. Honestly, Ryback was hot. I'm sorry. Like, if Ryback comes back to WWE, I'm going to do dance with him. Feed me more. Wake up. Come on. He was Goldberg, but better. Like, oh my God, this guy can actually go in the ring.
He turned it around. Remember when everybody used to make fun of him?
Exactly.
And they used to chant Goldberg because he looked like Goldberg.
Exactly.
And then he had everybody saying his catchphase, feed me more.
Yo, him and Kalisto used to put on clinics on a pre-show. He was the
for the U.S. title, right?
Yeah, and
pre-show Poppy.
But I'm not
pre-show Poppy.
Yo, listen. I ain't fucking with Ryback either. That nigga bitter too.
He's bitter, but the reason I brought it up, he's better. He's still sometimes like, all right, nigga, you doing too much, but you have to understand he was hot.
He was hot. Okay.
And that's
Ryback and CM Punk are niggas I never want to become. You know those old heads on the block that always talking about their old times?
Yep.
But they still complaining?
Exactly.
Like Pa, you good. You got a house, you got a beautiful wife, you got kids.
Why you want to be over here?
Like, why you want to be over there again? You doing good, but why you still talking shit about homie that did something to you 20 years ago?
Oh, what about the people that he claimed that do something to him now? If Cody's talking to you in text messages about offering you a contract, he didn't approach you and probably like, bro, why you doing that for? Like, why you crapping on us? Like, yo, if you liked it for, like,
wow. Oh, you talking about CM Punk or Ryback?
Yeah, CM Punk.
Yeah, that was corny. That was corny.
Right,
that was corny.
It all makes sense now. You a selfish nigga. Because John Moxley said, nah, man, I'll give me the bread, but I want it for the sport, B. He want to be the best damn person. Yep. He want to be Jordan. Then CM Punk, you over here try to be like Karl Malone. Like, what's wrong with you?
No, it's not.
Nobody likes Karl Malone on a personal level.
No. CM Punk has the talent of like a Hall of Famer. But he's acting like Nick Young.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
He's acting like swag. He's acting like Swaggy P.
Yes.
Because he's acting immature and selfish.
Ain't nobody could defend me.
Honestly,
and then Kobe
he could have literally Dang, he did say that. He acted like Nick Young. Literally, he could have went AEW, made bread, still had a flexible schedule, and put over people. Yep. But nah, Punk, you want to spotlight all to you. Yes, the Summer Punk could have been better, but you was in an era where you had to get John Cena to be on top. But if you realize that his run was coming to the end, he wanted the Punk to be the next guy because he understood. CM Punk, John Cena saw the transition of culture. Like, nah, this superficial version of me is fading out. I'll try to become like you, Punk. But yeah, you could have been that guy to usher it in if you had stayed patient and stayed humble.
And the thing is, that's what John Cena said to Shad. So Shad was supposed to be world champion.
Yeah, I heard the episode.
So he's supposed to be world champion. This is one of our old episodes. He was supposed to be world champion. But he fucked it up. He got too cocky. And then Cena was like, you hung yourself. That's why you didn't become world champion.
Exactly.
It's go back to the politics and shit. And then I know we gotta move on real quick because I want to talk about Raw. But at the end of the day, like, we all coming to agreement. This nigga needs to chill.
Yeah, he needs to chill.
He needs to chill out. and just
smoke,
Just-
some Hennessy, chill out.
like you living a good life, bro.
Facts, B.
You making bread.
Shorty's bad,
You got a
though, son.
bad shorty at home.
You got a young wagon.
Young wagon.
That's what makes me feel like it's a work. Because it's like, my nigga, what you really mad about over there?
Exactly. So if this leads to
But he's known as a fucking.
as a match, I'm good with it.
Like,
I'm
that's
good
a
with it.
hater, B.
I'm good with the match because I wouldn't mind to see it because I love buildups.
Oh, CM
I love
Punk
the
versus
shit.
The Miz. I gotta see that now.
Because that's must see. That's must see.
The
Miz
Dan
TV. Huh?
What, Miz versus
No,
Daniel
Miz
Bryan?
no,
versus
CM
CM
Punk.
Punk versus The Miz. We gotta see that now. We gotta see that now, baby.
And then congratulations to CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan.
Let's go.
But Daniel Bryan's too selfless, and CM
I
Punk
think-
is selfish.
Well, when we get into the predictions, what we're gonna talk about, there's something I want to talk about with Daniel Bryan.
So what y'all
let's
think
get
of Raw? What y'all think of Raw, real quick?
it opened up phenomenally.
Okay.
I think that because Brock being in the Rumble, now they don't have to go searching for
Yeah.
somebody to face him at the Rumble. The Rumble's like less than 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
They don't gotta go and
No build, no
rush a
nothing.
story and nothing like that. Put him in at number one. Don't put the title up. All good. Because you could just have the story of whoever eliminates this guy, this is gonna be the guy that's gonna face Brock.
So, a couple episodes ago, my brother was talking. We were talking about Wrestle Kingdom, not Wrestle Kingdom. The G1.
Okay.
You know, that's a tournament, everything of
Yes,
that
yes,
nature,
yes,
and
yes.
usually the person who the champion will sometimes is in the G1.
Yeah.
And you mentioned why it's a good thing, and I like what he said. He said it was because like the champion like runs through everybody and like I'm the best. This makes Brock look like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Put him in the Rumble. I low-key want him to win.
Yeah.
I don't want him squashing the Rumble.
I don't want him. No squash. No squash.
Because then you're just fucking up the whole roster and you're making it seem like nothing can compare to
squash,
this.
yeah, no
so then
squash.
who you gonna have him fight?
Squash like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
But if he is he number one? Is he coming? Is he number one?
Number one. He's
And
coming in at number one.
Coming at number one.
Hopefully Doink is number two.
Yeah. Run through that. Do what your thing. Do whatever. Win. And now you have that on. You make Brock look like a fucking god. Because let's think about it. He beat Undertaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's taken off the belt off The Rock.
Yep.
He's one of the youngest
his first
champions
champion, yeah. First
ever.
championship.
Niggas out here doing a shooting star press, almost crack his neck and still get up after.
Beat Kurt Angle.
Beat Kurt Angle, beat numerous legends. Has been is he the longest running champion?
Longest
ever?
reigning
Oh,
Universal
shit.
champion.
Universal champion
It
ever.
makes sense why Vince loves him so much. I'll let you finish because it makes sense because, yo, you got to give back. Because he lost to the Big Show when he was undefeated at Royal Rumble because he had to create a monster against him. He had to lose the Big Show.
But then also,
right?
also
he lost to Goldberg.
He lost to Goldberg.
He lost to Eddie.
He lost to Eddie. But
When
also,
when he lose to Big Show?
The Royal Rumble.
When?
I forgot when. But it was during the reign. Like, the Big Show made him, like, defeated him to get undefeated.
Oh, that's when Paul Heyman
Right.
turned on
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
Right.
you're right, you're right.
But also, this motherfucker came from UFC.
Yeah. Came back.
Had one of the illest reigns in UFC. Like, I'm not a huge UFC guy. I'm like, I watch it very casually.
Yeah.
But think about it. Think about it. You did all of that in wrestling. Go to UFC, do your thing, come back to wrestling, and then you run through the roster. Not run through. Let's be strategic on how he wins. And you at number one. Very few people can say that they went number one and won the thing.
Yeah, very few people.
Very few.
So I'm fucking with it. What about y'all?
I like it. Like I said before, that's great because he put in his time.
What about you, Brose?
Honestly, I wish that this was a situation where if Brock wins, he would face The Fiend. And then they would try to unify the titles and just get rid of the blue or one of them.
Yeah.
I know they're not gonna go that route.
Yeah.
But it would be dope if Brock
Gotcha.
won it and was like just calling out the Fiend, like I'm the only true champion here. Because honestly, Brock is, to me, he's the champion that commands respect. When he's in the ring, when he's speaking, when you see him, that's the champion. You're like, that's the champion.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I fuck with Kofi, but with
The look.
the belt on Brock,
the-
it just
the
gives it a
look.
different feel.
And I totally understand everybody when people say that. I have a boy named Larry Morgan, right? He loves Brock because it looks real.
Yeah.
When Brock's out there, he's fucking motherfuckers up.
Yeah.
And it looks like, yo, this is what wrestling's about. Like, this is why we watched it when we were kids. This is what hooked us. It was the violence. It was the it was the drama in that ring where you're like, holy shit, this motherfucker, he's fucking him up. Oh, he might win. That's what Brock adds. Like, you know what I mean? And we always get people, the community complains all the time about him not being there, blah, blah, blah. You can't complain for this one.
No.
He's about to go through 1 to 30.
But listen, you could say the same shit about the IWGP heavyweight champ. Okada had that for over 400 days.
But the difference because it's in Tokyo Domes. Everything's cooler.
Yeah, but but like he had it for over 400 days, and I think he only had about 12 defenses of that title. Wow. Maybe less. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's done out here, it's a problem because it's on TV all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's on TV too fucking much. But I like the fact that he's not always on TV. You got to make him an attraction. He's a fucking attraction, bro.
And the thing is, you can hate on the dude, but he gets a pop every time he comes out. Think about it.
Yeah,
Think
bro.
about it. I've seen him live, pop. I've seen him when I'm at the
Crazy.
viewing parties, pop.
Yep.
I'm at my crib long before when I was at the crib with pop. He gets a pop every time because what you say is an attraction. Like,
Exactly.
Brock's that dude, and this just excited the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
What else are we talking about?
Like,
What else are we talking about? Becky and Asuka? That would be dope. Don't get me wrong. I'm fucking with Asuka.
No, yeah, definitely. No, Asuka, listen, I want her to tap Becky again.
Becky should lose to make
find
Asuka
herself
look
again.
strong.
And that's a bigger picture. Like,
But they're gonna do it.
Like, because, like, Asuka, basically, this goes back what I said before, when you pay your dues, because you get your receipt back from Vince. Because when Rennie did that favor for Brock,
He got busted open.
He got busted open. He saw the goodness for the product. He ended up getting blessed by becoming champion and end up winning the Royal Rumble, winning Survivor Series, and winning that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's a triple crown right there. But you got to do certain stuff to give back.
But that's what wrestling's about.
You got to give back.
You always got to give back. You're going to get something.
You
You
get
all,
something.
gotta give it back.
That's how the
Give and
universe works. You
Give
may
and
not
take.
get your thing right back right away, and that's what I say with Punk is like, I'm sorry to go back because he bothers me so
Yeah,
much
he's selfish.
because you've gotten so much.
Yeah.
You've gotten so much from the culture, bro, and like you try to make it seem like
gotta
you
give
You ain't
back.
get shit.
You ain't get shit. Like,
Yeah.
granted, you gave your title up to The Rock, right?
Okay.
Who's more money than you, bro?
Exactly.
The Rock is money with Cena. That's money.
But the
That's
same,
money.
But the same exact way someone casually will tune in to watch a Rock versus Cena match, best believe they'll probably get there a little earlier and watch your match. They probably see, oh shoot, are this nigga still here? Who's this guy CM Punk? Let me look him up and keep watching it because I want to invest my time into there. WrestleMania is a commercial to showcase the best of the best talents.
Showcase of the immortals, bro. Like,
Showcase of the more. It's a magic making it immortal.
and you get paid bread.
Exactly. And this is why it's important when you get to there, even the first match, or however match you place on there, you make the best of your moments.
But that's life, though. That's fucking life.
Exactly.
Those
are life goals.
Every
You make
one
the
of
best.
every one of us has had opportunities, right? We fucked them up, son.
Yeah.
We're humans.
Definitely.
But you learn from them, and then you like, yo, you know what? Everybody here got a job, right?
Yeah.
Your opportunity was an interview, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all have that job now, right?
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
that's what it is. Like, yo, bro, stop complaining. But what did y'all think? What'd you think of Raw? Did you watch Raw?
Yeah, of course.
What'd you think of it?
It was good for what it was, but it's just like, oh, it's a big show. All right, cool. Next, But overall, Raw wasn't memorable. Nothing really stood out to me. Like, it was a very, like, all right, it's just something that should continue to plot. That's it. It was a filler episode to me.
I love AOP and Seth Rollins. I love them together. I love
They're
them
good
together.
They're definitely good together.
Yeah, I fucks with them.
What do you think of Raw in general, though? If you watched it,
I was back and forth. I don't know. Like Raw is like it's too long. I don't know. The 3 hours. It's like
I love it.
I can't do it no more.
any of y'all watch NXT?
Yeah, I saw NXT.
What you think about it?
dude, that main event. I love the way this started out because they showed you everybody that's coming for that women's title.
Yeah.
I love that. And then, Chelsea Green came through. She looking different right now. She looking different. I'm loving everything about that, especially with her and homie that was in Impact. What was his name? He also had like a Zack Ryder kind of gimmick at Impact. I can't remember his name right now. I know he goes by Robert Strauss right now.
Robbie
E. There we go.
E.
Yeah. So that I like everything he's doing, but that main event, that fatal 4-way match to see who's gonna go against the North American champion, Roderick Strong.
Yeah,
Roddy Strong.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is going to be Keith Lee's year. And I love what they do with the North American title because it reminds me of the IC title, what it once was. The working man's title, the guy that's working his way to the bigger picture.
Because the IC title used to be, like you said, it was like the gateway to like this next superstar.
Yes.
My thing is Gargano, bro. I think Gargano's the perfect wrestler. Great on the mic, and him calling out Finn, doing that, continuing that storyline. That was my thing. I truly enjoyed the women all coming together in the ring, talking their shit, and like, hands down, WWE has the best women's division.
Oh, definitely.
Nobody can fuck with the women's
And
division.
it's all coming from NXT.
Yes.
All coming from NXT.
Yes, that's
with little sprinkles, of Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yo,
but
that's what WWE's missing.
what?
Gatekeepers. Because when you think of the IC title, you think of the gatekeepers of the title. You think of the Owens. You think of the Mr. Perfect. You think of the Miz. You think of the Goldust, the guys who stayed in those mid-card to be the gatekeepers so that if you beat them, it solidifies you to get to the top.
But the thing about it, they took the prestige away from the IC title.
They did. They took the prestige of they took the prestige of a lot of titles. I feel that's why I always go back to tell everybody. This is why you need marquee moments for these titles, these marquee wins to make it relevant again.
But they need a mid card first.
They do need a mid card. That's what the point is. Like, this is why, even with the Money in Bank, they had to restore that prestige by making Brock win it, to reset it, to like, dang, it makes sense. Now the IC title, it lost relevancy because it hasn't been defended, it all had presented, but that US title, oh man, like, that's like a hot ticket right now because everybody is, because Paul Heyman's seen the point is like, yeah, my main person not here, but I got to build up this underneath the division, people make it much watch. Now, you got one of the hottest mid-cards right now in Raw. You have AJ Styles in the mid-card. You got Ray Orton in the mid-card. You got all these other dudes that's up and coming. Andrade's, Rey Mysterio, the best of the best.
Andrade's going to make that. Andrade's going to make that worth something right there.
It's I don't like the fact that Randy's in it.
Hey,
I don't like the fact that AJ's in it, but I love it at the same time.
Yeah,
because it adds something to it. Mid carders are what makes who mid carders are the middle class.
Yeah.
And you know what? That is exactly what AEW is missing.
And that's what I've said before, and that's what I like the fact that you said that. Go on that.
They don't have that mid card title. They don't have that place where they can establish who their top tier is. I mean, we was doing this on a lot. I was naming wrestlers like, where would you put this wrestler? Where would you put this wrestler? Because AEW is just a fucking circus. Everybody's just like, we're here, they're up, they're down, they're dark matches. Yo, let's establish who our mid carders are. Let's establish who our top tier is. Let's give the mid card a belt. Let's give them a US title or an IC title. Let them go in. They don't have that.
Because it
makes a difference.
No,
because
does.
it's not for them to chase.
Yeah.
Imagine if WWE didn't have that U.S. title, and it was like the U.S. title was like the IC title. What would be going on right now?
Nothing.
That fucking U.S. title is really, I'm saying, the fact that you can have Orton in the mid card, and it's okay because that mid card is looking good right now. AJ, like you said, Orton.
They're vets. They're vets. They're like, all right, cool. Let's big this up real quick. Come on. John Cena was holding the U.S. title at one point and did open challenges. All that made it hot. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what? He had to build back those bricks to keep on that prestige to do that.
Exactly.
And that was not even original WWE title either. That was WWE title.
Yeah.
They brought it over and made a prestige. You got to build that prestige.
It's easy. It's easy because the talent's there.
Exactly.
The talent is there, and
Wow, okay.
But okay, what?
He's like, yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
Oh. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, okay, what? But talent is there, and they're gonna do their thing. But you're right about AEW, that it's a circus underneath the top guys, which is Moxley, and I have a huge issue with Moxley and his Inner Circle storyline.
That was too long.
I don't like it in general because it just seems like, for me, I feel like what they're doing right now is like NWO versus WCW.
Ooh, okay.
That's the vibes I get from Inner Circle.
Yeah, like when DDP, he had everybody thinking he was joining NWO.
Yeah, it's that thing. Like, keep Inner Circle the way it is. Make them a super heel like faction, and do other shit. Like, stop trying to get people to join. That's like, nah. Like, you're the Inner Circle. Think about it. I'm the Inner Circle. So it's a prestige to being in the Inner Circle. Not everybody can be in it. Granted, Moxley's the top guy. Now, have him do something else.
It's too much recruiting going on all at once.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like, it's
all they factions, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, like, stop. I don't stop that. But other things like you guys want to talk about before we go, like, you have any I
would like to say this. This is what I think might happen at the Rumble.
Okay.
You know that Diesel spot? Motherfucker that's throwing everybody out?
Yeah.
I think that's going to go to Keith Lee.
Ah.
And
you think it's going to be in the Rumble?
I think Keith Lee is definitely going to be in the Rumble. And the two guys I see who are legitimate contenders to Brock Lesnar, if they win, is my man Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has a crazy presence. Every time he comes out as a heel or as this little face run that he's doing right now with Kevin Owens, the crowd is still chanting his name. He is phenomenal on the mic. Mic skills is probably the best in the business right now.
Mm-hmm.
And look at him. Look what he did with Brock. That last match he had with Brock, he was choking Brock out for like 3 weeks until that match came around. Sneaking up on him and choking him out. And another person who also has not only the look but the accolades is the bro, Matt Riddle.
I love Matt Riddle.
Think about it. Matt Riddle, he was in UFC, had a 7-3 record. It could have been a 9-3 record if he didn't lose those 2 losses because he tested positive for smoking weed.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And yo, look at him. He'll choke anybody out. He ain't care. He saw Goldberg there. Dude, what up? All right, bro.
He'll fuck Goldberg up.
Yeah.
He'll fuck
I
Goldberg
think he'll
up.
really fuck Goldberg up.
There's no thinking, bro. He fucking Goldberg up.
There you go.
He fucking Goldberg up, bro.
I can't see nobody else but them two winning if Brock is not winning now.
Is that engineer still here?
What's going on?
Oh, there he goes.
Okay. How much time we got left?
Nah, y'all good. Y'all could go like 10, 15.
Okay, cool. Let's rock out.
He's feeling it.
Huh?
How much time we have left?
Like 10, 15 minutes?
I don't know.
We'll keep going because I thought we had that much time, but fuck it. Oh, yeah, by the way, before we end this, so we got to play Super Thug one more time, though, for them. You heard me?
Oh, wow. I would like to play Queens Niggas by Nas from that Queensbridge album.
He's like, yeah, we got to play Super Thug for them. Shout out to Cocker Spaniels and all
that. What do y'all see happening in 2020 in wrestling?
Yo, I'm going to just say this because we was talking about the titles and Shinsuke. I know some of, I know Knots like Shinsuke. Is a couple of people I know that like Shinsuke. I don't.
You've said that before on your podcast. I've heard that.
I cannot wait till he loses the title. I can't wait till the IC title comes up in the world again.
Why do you think it's going to come up? Why do you think it's going to come up?
Because, man, if it was a champion, let's say like AJ. Yeah. If AJ was doing what he was doing with the IC title, the IC title would be where it's at, where the US title is. It's about who holds the belt. It's about who runs with the title. It's not really just about whatever. It could be any title. I mean, the fucking... All right, I'm not going to say it because I know y'all fucks with Kofi.
No, go ahead.
I mean, like, I love Kofi. I fucked with Kofi, but it kind of just took away from the heavyweight title a little bit to me. No. To me.
Because of the silliness.
This is an open platform, bro. You talking shit.
Here's the thing. What I learned about the Chad Gasper interview, Vince loves black people. And the one thing I realized he tried to do with black people, he tried to soften up the image that America has against black people. So this is why he said you can be yourself, but soften yourself. This is why he don't want to do the New Day Hill because he don't want people to just be angry at black people. He don't want to say that, yo, I have black friends. I love black people. They're not mean. They're actually great people.
So how was he feeling about black people when the Nation of Domination was killing shitting on Ahmed Johnson?
What happened?
Nah, Ahmed Johnson deserved that.
Yeah, he did.
Ahmed Johnson deserved
100%.
that. He deserved that shit. He deserved that shit.
I just think
Shout out to the nation.
I just think that right now we're lacking diversity in black people, meaning that, yo, honestly, the biggest dark horse to win the Royal Rumble, to get them on that path to be that malicious, like I'm gonna throw everybody, be that true beast, it's gotta be Bobby Lashley. But it's gotta be Bobby Lashley say that, yo, I'm tired of doing this. I did it your way, but time to do it my way.
I
gotta
think
get the
nah,
He's
it-
another one that's believable.
He's believable.
but I think it's Keith Lee, bro.
No, I agree with you. It is the year of the big boys, but I just feel, yo, they either saving Bobby Lashley for just in case of emergency. Because that's the dude where you can always just break the glass. Yo, you and Brock, let's go at it.
It's nah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that though. Not
You,
for
we,
nothing.
it
Has
could
it happened?
No, it hasn't
But
happened.
It's like, I feel like it's just in case of emergency.
they keep missing each other.
Exactly.
They kept
But
missing each
At this
other.
point, just in case of emergency.
Nah, for me it's Keith, bro.
Keith
Yo,
could win.
he makes me feel like I could jump over that top rope.
Yeah, like Keith,
You know what I'm saying?
like you have like
big boy.
to beat his size and that fucking athletic, bro. It's on another level, and it goes back to what you're saying. He's not this mean-looking motherfucker.
Nah.
Exactly.
Like he looks like a motherfucker that
That
sells
drives the bus.
not even drives the bus. Not even drives the bus. Like he doesn't even look like do that. He still like do that like a manager at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like I walked into McDonald's. Oh hey, niggas didn't put my fries in my bag.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got you right now.
Exactly. That's the vibe I get from him.
Thanks, Keith.
Exactly. You're like, yo, thanks. Like, yo, he's like your neighborhood
Yo,
good
it's-
guy. Like you seen him everywhere.
The way he sounds when he talks is like he's not mad at nobody, and he can't be mad.
Y'all remember this show called Malcolm Eddie?
Malcolm and Eddie, yeah.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
the big fat friend? He might be him. That
Yeah.
was mad go lucky. Hey y'all.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, he could be like
Oh shit.
what people complained about Kofi being like too small, like not brolic enough. Like some people complained about that, not looking like a heavyweight champ.
Or just not commanding it. That was
But the
my
thing about
That's
it-
the thing. He didn't get serious.
No,
But the
yes, that's
thing-
what Booker T said too.
But the thing about
He changed the
Keith,
mannerism.
but the thing about Keith, he's so fucking big. Pause. You gotta respect it. Regardless if he smiles and he's so articulate with the words, because he be out here sound like putting up sonnets like a William Shakespeare sonnets, bro.
Yo,
but he
dude.
speaks.
He
So-
reminds me of the genius when he talks.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, you gotta respect him because he's super smart, but he can fuck you up.
But like you just said that word, mannerisms. Just the way he moves and the way he's moving to the wing, he just looks at everything. He's just like
taking it all
he's
in.
basking in his glory.
He should win King of the Ring. Him winning King of the Ring and his whole thing is basking in the glory would be over as fuck.
As a face?
Nah, he has to be a heel.
He'll be better as a heel because he'll get over as a heel,
All kings are better as heels.
but he could be that first king that's a face.
Yeah.
Like, bro, his move is called the Spirit Bomb.
They call him the Burger King.
Ah!
And he just love it.
like, yo, like, imagine. Hold
He
on.
comes out with gestures.
Hold on. Imagine if like they got a Burger King sponsorship. I'm putting Keith Lee on that shit. Like,
Sure.
like this, like his whole thing is he's so marketable.
Word.
The first time I saw him in the ring
Oh shit.
was that like a fucking like Evolve show. I was like, yo, this dude is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't get in. And when he finally came to WWE, I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy.
Yo, this man's marketable. Because I'm thinking about what's marketable right now as far as black culture. The guy who just the everyday black man can relate to. Look at the Old Spice commercial. You know, that guy is everyday type of person you see. Look at how television, look at This Is Us. Yo, Keith Lee's the ultimate marketing machine.
He's the
Yeah.
black dad.
Yo,
Because he's the
Yep.
black
yeah,
dad.
and
Facts.
honestly, he will be this generation Macho Man with the Slim Jim.
No. He's not this generation Macho Man. He is this generation's Dusty.
No, I'm talking
He
about the
could be
Slim
this
Jim.
gener-
I'm talking about the Slim Jim. I'm talking about the
Everyday
Slim
common
Jim.
man.
Because the thing about it, he's not O.D. Brolic.
But I'm talking about the Slim Jim.
No, I
commercials.
get you. I get you on that one. But like, look at him. He's not ridiculously brolic. He's not fucking cut up. Like a motherfucker that hasn't been to the gym in like 6 months, or 2 years, 3 years, could be like, yo, hey,
I can relate.
I can relate to that. And the thing about the way he speaks, he doesn't sound like no thug. Doesn't sound like no jock. Doesn't sound like no hood dude. He sounds like a regular ass dude that just loves who he is. That's confident. Bitches gonna love it. Niggas gonna love it. Niggas wanna be it. Yo,
Listen, like I
we
said,
got superstars.
Yo, in some circles, they call me the Puerto Rican Keith Lee, son.
That's good.
But
they don't have that kind of black
you about to get
character.
married, so women obviously love you.
Hey.
so you doing it right.
exactly.
Keith Lee's pencil in.
Keith Lee is penciled in because for the future. And the thing is,
He's gonna win that.
mannerism in the ring, like you talking about, mannerism to the ring,
His facial expression.
Yep.
facial expressions, everything. Like, and we talked about putting people over, bro. Roman put homie over.
Oh hell yeah,
Facts.
hell yeah.
I want people to put respect on Roman's name, bro.
Facts.
Word, shout
Yo,
out
dude.
Roman.
And
Like,
now you see why everybody loves Roman? Because even though that he was getting the monster push, he gave back. Because he understand he
That's
came
the
from
thing
a
to this
football program. Like, yo,
No structure.
Yes, we win when we are a unit. This is why he's the marketing leader. This is why people like Enzo couldn't survive locker room, because it's not the old days. He's not doing this no matter how we do it in the old days. We're doing it how we're going to do it together.
Just with what you said right there, that's why at WrestleMania, it should be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is saying he's the one controlling the locker room, that he's supposed to be the leader and all this other stuff. Roman Reigns is going to put his ass on the grass, baby.
but that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Like this is what
Like,
wrestling.
even though they're not on the same brand, just make it come. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That brand. Oh my god, I just hate that shit. But anyways, I'm
you
sorry,
like
man.
the brand split.
Just because I feel like there's certain matches that could happen and it could be so good, especially for a time like WrestleMania, that I feel like there shouldn't be a split.
But
there
in
has to be.
WrestleMania, they don't worry about brands, because look at Shawn Michaels. He came from Raw. He just beat up Undertaker.
That's one of the greatest matches of all time.
So it doesn't matter what
One of the
brands.
greatest
they're
matches.
able
First or
to,
the
like,
second one?
First one.
The first one.
That's the one where they did like the heaven and hell kind of
Yes.
thing, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
and
Because
that's
that
what, like,
concept was
And that's what hits
Classic.
the floor. Yeah.
That's
motherfuckers
classic.
coming off from the floor, all white. Ooh, like yo, that shit
That's what I'm
was
trying to tell people,
fire.
Like, yo, like, you need more diversity in characters, like,
Yeah.
because you got the everyday man and Kevin Owens, because you know we all seen that crazy white boy that yo he mad cool, he a family man, you know he do what he have to do with the kids, but this nigga got mad guns. He's like, dang man, and he drives the ATV with some like rims on it because
Yeah.
you know her niggas love him, b. You know that's the white boy you smoke with. Oh, that's just Kevin. Hey y'all, he's chilling there, you know, eating Slim Jims while you're eating platanos and some beef patties. He's doing his thing. You know, you're like, all right, Kevin, like you cool, but they don't have the black guy can fit every day with everybody
Yeah,
that
yeah.
have that presence. Kofi was the guy where like you're a cool jock, you're funny, everyone loves you, but yet you're not the team captain. You could have been. You're one of the good ones, but you're not part of the. You're not the team captain. Keith
Kofi's
Lee's
the
team captain.
Kofi's the wide receiver.
Exactly.
He's
Kofi's a
he's
good wide
token
receiver.
black guy.
So yeah, he's a token black guy, and but him as a collective with the New Day was something
that's
something
fire.
different.
Exactly. Collective, they good. You
But
know, those are the three
Keith
guys on
Lee
the football
is
team.
dusty,
where-
bro.
Right.
Keith Lee is dusty.
Right, but
to
the
me.
New Day, that's fine. The team structure are the three guys: the receiver, the DN, and the running back.
Okay.
Those three guys don't have to be the superstars because you don't need any superstar, but they do their thing. Them two together collectively, like dang, they work as a unit.
They still blue chips, bro.
Keith Lee's the guy that'll set you over the edge because he's that team captain. Like he's a lineman that everyone respects.
Yeah, it's listen, Keith Lee is the future,
the
and
future.
they better use him at whatever they're trying to do. I think they're probably gonna keep him at NXT. To be honest with you,
I'll keep
Yeah,
him there
me
until
too.
he gets that NXT title.
yeah, because he's needed there. Because what they're trying to do with that North Americans, like you spoke about, is elevate it, do dope shit with it, and just have it have it as prestige.
Yeah.
Because it is at somewhat prestige right now.
It definitely has prestige.
Ricochet,
It's
Velveteen
worth it. It's
Dream,
worth it right now.
Roderick.
I watch NXT a lot more than I watch the main roster stuff.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like I told you, I barely watch SmackDown because it's on Friday. I can't watch that Friday shit. I watch it like on Sunday night when I finally get home. Like I watch like the on demand shit.
Okay.
Shout outs to Files for maybe making pay so much damn money for cable, but it's fine.
Yo, cable in general is fucking expensive, bro.
And I've tried to, look, we're going off. Look at us potting like this. We're going to talk about cable, our cable bill prices. You don't have cable.
I don't pay for cable.
This nigga.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna do a quick plug. I just found out about this app called Pluto TV.
Oh, I know about that. I got that too.
You seen that? They got the fucking Impact
Of
channel.
course, classic
Yo,
Impact match.
classic.
Pluto
Classic.
TV.
They was
You
just
put
showing.
me onto that.
They was just showing a match from like 2003 with like Christian, and like in a ladder match, it was like a 6-sided ring. Like it was crazy. I was like, damn.
Yo, Impact was so good at one point.
Yeah, when they were TNA when they first started.
Until Hogan done mess it up.
Yo, even when Hogan was there, they still had some really good TV.
Of course,
with
you know.
Aces and Eights.
Of course, the Young Boys versus
Bully
Machine-
Ray was
Machine
smashing
Gang
the
Gang.
daughter.
Of course.
Yo,
of
that was
course.
when Amazing Red got a little bit of shine in the fucking mainstream.
Yeah.
Listen, shout out to Amazing Red, bro. It was so good seeing him in the Super Juniors.
Amazing
Yo.
Red, see?
Like I ain't gonna lie.
He's a hood classic. That's
Yeah.
a hood classic
yeah,
right there.
yeah.
It's a Puerto Rican kid from fucking Brooklyn, son.
Facts.
Like
It's a hood classic.
it's fucking amazing. Let's get out of here because I gotta catch the train.
Yo, real quick,
Go ahead, brother.
is it all right if I say fuck Darius Carter?
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that.
Yeah.
Fuck Darius Scott right
Fuck
now.
Darius
Fuck
Scott.
Darius
Yeah,
right now.
fucking
I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling what he
word,
did
man.
to you, bro.
The father from Sister really messed up, bro.
Ray.
I was trying to think of that. But shout to Stephen A. Smith's brother.
But ladies and gentlemen, 2020 Pac. Yo, thank you for coming up. Like,
No,
we
thank you for
we
having
follow
us,
no
man.
structure. Fucking Janelle's gonna be tight when she listens to this shit. But we ain't follow no structure on this episode. It was some good talking, man. We potted great. My brother got deep. Y'all reminded me why I love Nori. I don't know why, but as soon as I saw it, first thought came to my head was Nori. But thank y'all.
Yeah.
No,
thank you
y'all,
so
man.
much for coming on, like sitting in the booth with us.
Oh, there we go.
But do y'all plugs before we get out of here.
Yo, listen, man. This is the 20 by 20 podcast. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at 20 by 20 podcast. You can follow my boy SM.TOO on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nathan McFly.
And you might find me in your girl's phone at scam only. I mean,
What?
scam likely.
Yo, put it up.
We out. 2020, baby.